Hi, I'm Sandra Habley. I'm the AFL Administration Coordinator for the Sydney region. So your club AGM is coming up and you're thinking about putting your name forward to become the next club secretary. This quick video will help give you some insight about what to expect. The role of secretary can be the key to the efficient functioning of the committee. But what do you need to be a good secretary? The most important characteristic of being a successful secretary is that you are very organised and like planning. The secretary has to work to deadlines like entering teams by a certain date, organising player transfers and submitting documents as required by the Incorporation Act. The secretary must understand the club's constitution, policies and procedures and use them as the foundation for their role. They also ensure that these key governance documents are always up to date and being followed by everybody in the club. As the secretary is the key administrator and organiser of the club, an ability to form new relationships with people quickly is important. The secretary is the first point of contact, so they need to be a great people person and have a strong customer service ethos. Often any issues within the club fall to the secretary to resolve. In many clubs, the secretary is the nominated complaints officer as well. The secretary must be able to identify the cause of issues and resolve them quickly and fairly. So you've now been elected as the club secretary. Congratulations. Now where do you start? A new secretary should start by identifying who the different stakeholders of the club are and let them know of any change to the club's office holders. These stakeholders could include families and players, coaches, volunteers, local council, sponsors, league administrators, and the relevant consumer affairs or fair trading body in your state or territory. The next task on the to-do list is to gain access to administration systems, communication platforms, post boxes, and facilities. This includes getting login details for email addresses, address books, footy web, club website, and social media platforms. The secretary will also need to update any relevant information on the club's footy web dashboard. This is essential to ensure people can find and contact the right people in your club. Next is to collect and understand as much information about the club and its status. Documents like the club constitution, policies and procedures, planning documents, and incorporated association legislation will help you get up to speed. Now you know everything there is to know about your club. What is your role throughout the year? The secretary will need to know what compliance and governance requirements are to be met, including compliance with service of alcohol, handling food, child protection and other legislation and AFL policies. The secretary generally acts as the public officer or nominated secretary as required under the Incorporated Associations Act relevant to their state or territory, and maybe is responsible for notifying the relevant government body of their appointment and lodging all reports and notices as required by the relevant Incorporated Associations Act on behalf of the club. One of the key responsibilities of the secretary is to ensure they understand fully the club rules or constitution, bylaws, policies and procedures and ensure that the club is run according to these core documents at all times. Throughout the year, the secretary will also be responsible for ensuring the different stakeholders of the club are continually being kept up to date with club activities and progress. Another core responsibility is to ensure the club enter teams in their relevant competitions, book venues for training and match day competitions, ensure all players are registered in footy web, coordinate all player and coach clearances and transfers. Finally, another key responsibility is to coordinate meetings and club AGM and associated administration, paperwork and notes. While becoming a secretary may sound daunting, there are plenty of resources and training options available to help you on your journey. FootyWeb's support website has a range of help sheets and webinars to get you up to speed on how to use the platform. There are also a range of websites including Play by the Rules, Good Sports, and sports community with lots of information. I hope this has been helpful to you and wish you all the best for the coming season. Thank you.